Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Musa alayhi salam was sent to one of the greatest tyrants history has ever known, Pharaoh. And what he used to do to his people is unimaginable. That he would take the boys 1 year and slaughter them all. And then the next year he would leave them so they would grow up and that they would be slaves for him. And this continued year after year. Musa alayhi salatu salam was born in the year in which the boys were to be slaughtered. And as we know, the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains to us how he alayhi salam, how he was saved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the actions of his mother. Now, with regards to Pharaoh, with regards to the oppression and tyranny that he gave and implemented into his people, how does this remain? And how is this upheld? It is known that the pillars of oppression, if you can call it that, or the conditions that need to be present for oppression to remain are very clearly stated to us in the Quran. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes clear to us what we should follow, but also makes clear to us the different types of oppression that may occur and how it remains with the people. So for example, if we look carefully at the story of Pharaoh, what you have here is an arrogant tyrant. And for this type of oppression, where it goes over all people, you need one individual to see himself above all other people. This is the start of tyranny and oppression over mass people. So you have an arrogant tyrant who sees him above the law. He sees himself untouchable. It is not sufficient for him to be alone, or for her for that matter. So what does he need? He then needs, if you like, we can call them ministers. Those supportive people who will be there to whisper in his ear and to pass down his orders and to carry out his orders to others. And this, if you like, is Haman that we find in the story of the Quran. He was there to lay down the orders given by Pharaoh and then implement them to the others. And this would be the second pillar, is to have these corrupt ministers. The third pillar of oppression and tyranny is then you have the finances. Those people with amwal, who have money, who will then allow this to be implemented amongst the people, to buy people off, where you have blackmailing, and where you have money under the table and so on and so forth, to allow this corruption to fester in all of these areas. So you need finances. And then you need, if you like, a religious authority to justify the actions of this particular tyrant. And here you had the Sahara, the magicians. They were some form of religious, albeit of course away from that what is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but these were the holy people, and that they would perform under duress the commandments of that what Pharaoh that he commanded. And then fifthly, number 5, you have the media, you have the masses. And these are the individuals who will go out and they will spread the works and the words and the filth and the oppression and tyranny of that what filters down from the very top. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions these things in detail for us to ponder over. And that when we see oppression and when we see dhulm and tyranny in front of our eyes, we're able to dissect, we're able to look at the different situations and to see that this behavior or this tyranny, it starts from the top and it filters down, unfortunately, amongst the people. And we're able to then, when we are giving da'wah and we are teaching other people, we're able to concentrate our efforts in the different areas. If we're not able to reach the highest level of tyranny, then who are the financiers, for example, or who is part of the media, if you like, or who is part of those, the corrupt ministers or whatever? What can you do to affect and to try and change to make something for the better, to ensure that the da'wah is effective? Understanding these principles, inshallah ta'ala, by Allah's permission, will allow us to be more effective in our da'wah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be successful in all that we do. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.